Hey, what is up, everyone? This is Zach, aka Keats39 here to bring you another episode of the Starting Five. Don't have too much news yet, but do have some, so just gonna go ahead and get right into this one. Um, First spot I want to talk about is more of a GPP spot here. It's the San Antonio Spurs. Um, a bunch of them got the day off yesterday against the Philadelphia 76ers, and they played really competitive actually. Um, but should be full good here for this game tonight against the Jazz, who don't have Rudy Gobert. Or they have Rudy Gobert. Sorry, they don't have Donovan Mitchell or Mike Conley. So it should be a really competitive game, and the Spurs really need to get to stay alive in this playoff hunt. So the pieces that I really like are I really like DeJounte Murray. Um, should be matched up with Clarkson or Ingles. I'm gonna guess Clarkson missed the game. We know his upside he has anytime he gets minutes. You see, if he has to play a full slate of minutes right now because they don't have Derek White. So really running him out there. Put 22, 11, and 10 last time out against the Heat, which is also a really tough matchup. Um, but I don't think this is it's for him being more of like a get inside kind of guy. With Rudy Gobert, kind of stinks. But I'm honestly not that worried about it. I think this game's going to be a little higher scoring than what most people will think. Um, I also like DeMar DeRozan a lot. Like he has to play a lot of minutes too. 35 last time. He had a really good game, 28 and 4. Um, he probably gets Royce O'Neal, which is why I don't like him as much as DeJounte Murray. But I still think like I'm not like I've had this talk with a couple people. NBA matchups are really tough. Like you saw Lou Dort play really well against Harden a couple years ago, or last year that is. Sorry. Um, but for the most part, NBA is all switching, and it's really hard for one guy to lock another guy down. Um, so I don't worry too much about matchups. I really like DeMar Rosen still. But DeJounte Murray is the one that I really like. I think he's going to be very low owned. I think he has the opportunity to go for a big game. Um, Next spot that I really like is the Detroit Pistons. Uh, Everybody's pretty much out again. I want to say this quick. My two favorite studs on the slate are Russell Westbrook, who I'm pretty much done fading until he gets to 12K. Like he can just break a slate, and it has such a high floor that it's just really hard for me to fade him with all these games having all the value because of the injuries and resting. Um, yeah, I really like him. Then the other one is opposite side is Domantas Sabonis if Malcolm Brogdon misses. Assuming they roll out the same starting lineup, which I don't see why they wouldn't after the game they just had. Um, Everything's going to go through Sabonis again. He can bully any guy that the Wizards throw at him. Any of the three centers, they just don't have a chance against him. Um, so yeah, I just and he's playing a full slate of minutes. He played 30 minutes, and that was without touching the court in the fourth. Like he probably would have played 38. So, um, being shorthanded on as bigs, they need him to play a lot. So, and they need to win as well. But back to this, the Detroit Pistons. I just think that uh, all their guys are out again, so you're going to get these minutes. So the ones that Josh Jackson is going to be a lock for me tonight. 35 minutes from him. If Hamidou Diallo misses, like there's zero chance I fade. Even if he's in, I don't really factor that too much. They haven't really shown much willingness to play him. But yeah, 35 minutes. We all know he's the primary. He's the first scoring option. Like we saw Sadiq Bey take 21 shots last time. I do really like him as well. Um, I just think that Josh Jackson has a way higher ceiling here. We get a matchup with Orlando Magic, so it's the battle of two bad teams. So there should be no blowout risk for either of these guys. So I really like targeting. I'm a big fan of targeting bad teams playing other bad teams, as you guys may know. See, and Isaiah Stewart's even tempting. He had 4 fouls last time. The 2 rebounds is very fluky. I would not expect that again. But yeah, Detroit Pistons really like going after them. And finally, we're looking at the Lakers. Most of their guys are probable, but we know LeBron is out after re-injuring his ankle last night. So this is what I'm hoping happens. I'm hoping that with this injury news, Horton Tucker goes in for Caruso, Kuzma goes in for LeBron. It's kind of what I think happens. Um, could be wrong. So Caruso starts yesterday because he's matches up better with LeBron. Bring up Horton Tucker off the bench to give a playmaker. They don't really have a true playmaker in here. Obviously, AD can, very very capable. Um, but I still don't know what to make of his match yet. Like they need to win. Like right now they're in the playing game and they're gonna really want to win. So maybe they crank it up a little bit, even on the back to back. But if Caruso starts, I do like him. I want to say that. Um, but I prefer Horton Tucker to start. Give me that small forward position that I can take out early. And yeah, we just know how talented he is, and he's down to 4K because of all the guys coming back. But they don't have Schroeder, they don't have LeBron, so I'm kind of thinking he starts as the primary point guard, and he could play 40 minutes for really, honestly. Um, I think Kuzma's in play, but even like when he starts, he's not gonna have any ceiling because we know like he can get up there and rebounds. He hasn't done it lately, but he randomly will drop high rebound games, and that's kind of what he needs here. But with sharing the court with Anthony Davis and Andre Drummond, who I will mention, I also really like Andre Drummond. Really bad matchup against Jokic, but like I think they're willing to play him 36, 37 minutes if he stays out of foul trouble. So it seems like it's really his team as a center position. So yeah, that's gonna do it. As always, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Be around for chat because we're gonna get a lot more news. So, yep, later.